Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Cosmos. When we last left off, let's see. Yeah, I'll just do a quick rundown. Our wee lads and lasses decided that it was time to take on the evil pixie, and some trials, some tribulations, some disintegrations later. Yeah, they ended up actually banishing Sheila back to the Shadow Realm, I guess, or the First World, um, where she is definitely not supposed to be. And so we can all imagine the kinds of things that are, uh, just yeah. When the Fairy Queen tells you not to come back, and then you come back on her doorstep, uh, I would probably imagine it'd be more than a personal affront. So who knows? Um, let's see. After that, we did meet a couple of new characters. The crew managed to pick up a mercenary who was willing to work for them, and yeah, so they've got a new NPC for them to work with or use or however that works. Um, in addition, they got a hold of a treasury when searching Sheila's house. A chest of holding, if you will. Something that is going to be able to, uh, yeah, help them set up their newfound base. That being said, after that was all said and done, they did return to Kosmos, where we had a standoff between two characters that ended rather abruptly. But yes, I imagine everyone is still a little confused there. Um, let's see. 2 seconds. But moving on to this time, where you can see we've got our three characters here that are going to carry us all the way through. Um, so that being said, let's get started. We're actually going to start with not in the Silver Spire, but in Deep Blue. Sarsa. Today has been, well, unusual. There's been murmurings that there's something different in this facility as of the past couple of days. Whispers of new arrivals. You're not exactly sure what they mean by that, but they haven't, they haven't dumped anyone else in this facility you're in. So you're guessing these new arrivals are from outside of Deep Blue themselves. You, uh, this, your facility here has been much the same as it has been every day. The with a stark white facility, floors, walls, ceilings, with glass partitions and walls that are probably feet thick, creating an illusion of an open area, but in reality, there's all sorts of cells here, lining both sides of the wall with a narrow hallway in between the two. The room is lit in such a way that there is not a shadow in this facility. That's been your biggest frustration here, as long as you've been here, because it would be so easy to just slip away given the opportunity. That being said, um, today it seems like, well, it's another transition. They're trying to, I guess, They're moving you from one cell to the next so they can clean this one. They keep everything very, very sanitized, every almost eerily clean. You probably, stopped destroying things a long time ago if you ever did destroy things, but they're still, doing this intensive deep clean that it seems only scientists could ever imagine. And so the one of the guards is uh, there was one of the there's two scientists that come up to the where the door on this clear cell to be, backed by four guards, and a slot opens, and the scientist throws in those same old pair of manacles. Put them on.
Yeah. She puts them on.
You put them on, snap them into place. All right, kneel, please.
Yeah, she kneels.
Yeah. After that, the door opens and shuts. The four guards step in, and on your feet.
She stands up. She has a look on her face like, oh, this is the same old crap every day.
Come on. And the four guards bracketing you are escorting you out of the cell. And the two scientists, as the guards are passing, take it to the far end of the hall. The first on the rotation. Guard nods, and they're leading you to the end of the hall. And it's about this point that two things happen. You're getting to the end of this hallway. They are turning to put you in this cell. And then the lights above flicker and continue to flicker. The second thing that happens, the door at the end of this hallway that leads to another place opens, and two unwitting scientists are stepping through. At this point, the light above you goes out, plunging this section of the cell block into darkness. And down this hall, as this door is open, you can see shadows on the tantalizingly close on the other end of this hallway.
These are just normal manacles?
Yes.
Jump.
Alrighty. So you're jumping as far away as you can get? Oh yeah, this one is easily out to your... So when they say the range, is it from the shadow you're in to 120 feet to the next shadow?
Yeah, up to 120 feet. Any shadow within that range.
Okay. So in this instant, the guard goes, "Wait!" And you blink. Let's see. Any items that you're wearing and holding from your current space. That's not an option that you have to, correct? Yes. So you still have the manacles on, but now you're 120 feet further down the hallway than you were before. And those guards are a long way back.
Suckers. Raise my hands above heaven. Oh, I'll flip him the bird.
You flip him the bird, and maybe they're running towards this door, but it's an automatic door. It hisses shut in front of them, and in that time that you've taken, they've taken to try and get the doors to reopen, there's a corner you found, and you're around it. This is a very, very different section of the place than you're used to. First of all, not everything is white, which is probably nice on your eyes.
Yes.
There are cool, dull grays. The floor is actually carpeted. The lights above you are kind of a cooler blue with plenty of room for shadows. on the end of this. You're running down this hallway. Maybe there are some offices that one or two people poke their heads out of, and then they see you running. Actually, I've forgotten. Let's get a description of Sarsa.
Sarsa is a decently tall for a female, 5'10", about 139 pounds. Get those out of the way. She has dark ashen gray skin, ash white hair, and her eyes are that dull black that is like the charcoal you find on wood.
Mm-hmm.
Been burnt for a while. And she's just in whatever clothing they have given her.
In that case, you would probably be in. It's not exactly a jumpsuit, but it's a fine woven kind of a mesh pant with pants. Sorry, and this it's kind of a thick cotton um, just kind of a thick cotton long sleeve shirt. It's a crew neck. Um, and they're not so much shoes as they are kind of slippers.
Yeah.
They're not very good for running. They have almost no support in them. But, well,
She flips them off her feet. It's like
okay.
that just will interfere with her.
Yeah, we can easily see you doing that as you round the corner. Yeah, a couple people poke their heads out of their offices and go, oh, shit. And some of them duck back in, some of them try and flag you down as you're running by. But there's something at the end of this hallway that I think you're more interested in than any of them. First, there's a rack of, well, weapons sitting on the side, one side of this hallway. And second, at the end of this hallway is a T-junction. And in this T-junction is a window looking outside.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Well, I'll find my stuff.
So, let's see. If you're all right, so you're looking for your stuff. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe as you're blowing by, you see the weapon rack, and then maybe you pull to a halt and do a double take. You can see the other guards at the end of the yard, at the end of this hallway, clunking in their heavy boots. But you see that the door right next to this weapons rack is more of an there's more to be had here. In fact, you recognize something of your own. What is your weapon?
I have no weapons. I am
Oh, really?
strictly fists. Fists and feet and legs and arms.
Interesting. I like that. In that case, what would you spot of yours that you own in this, extension of the armory?
Probably the backpack that has my bag of holding in it.
Gotcha. So you spot the backpack, and you can see someone has shoved the rest of the clothing that you remember wearing in the bag, and it's hanging out. Kind of, you see maybe one of the arms of the shirt hanging out of the bag. And it's not, there's nobody in the armory for the second. It's just hanging there by a strap close to the door.
I grab it quickly, make sure the flap shut so nothing falls out. Put it on, and then I beeline for the window.
Alrighty. You put that on, put the backpack on, running for the window. And
Yep.
at this, you hear, "Halt! Stop!" But
I
it's
don't
too
think
late.
so.
You can see on this wall, out of this window, there is a wall that almost comes up to this window. There's this, it's kind of creating this ledge right before it. But on the other side, plains of ice and buildings in the distance.
through the window.
All right, you shadow jump through this window. At this point, it's almost too easy for you. The cool blue
Yeah.
lighting in here provides plenty of shadows, and out there, you can see. Maybe you've seen this for the first time that you can remember. Is these fields of ice, and well, it's a massive cavern. There's no sky to the top of it. It's just a dome that's reflecting back this green blue lighting. And you jump through this. You jump, and maybe as you're teleporting, there are a couple of javelins flying your way, and you are incorpor. Well, you just pop out of existence right as these javelins thunk thunk into the wall where you were. And you find yourself on the other side of this wall. This, as you're looking up, maybe it's not. You didn't have quite the range. You drop to your feet as you are down on the what looks like the outside of this giant wall of ice. You can see that there are lights flashing from the building you just left. There's no sirens, but well, who knows how long that'll last. You find yourself, actually, on... I can actually stick you out there. You actually find yourself right around here. No. There.
I'm a lot smaller than that.
Oh, yeah. But so people, yeah, so the people can see it, you know. You find
Oh, yeah.
yourself kind of in this clearing right around here, surrounded by buildings.
I definitely will stick to the shadows for this one.
Oh, absolutely. Something you notice as you are, maybe getting out of this clearing, one of the turrets of this of these walls, one of them starts to turn and rotate your direction. It's almost as it you can see. It's not really a drill bit. Well, it is an auger that seems to be kind of spinning up, and this blue lighting is starting to emanate around this thing as if it's charging up a weapon. But by the time it even begins to point in your direction, you're around the corner and it can no longer see you. Maybe as you're sticking to the shadows, moving up and around, you see this turret slowly start going in like a search pattern. And after a moment, it stands itself back up, and it seems to have forgotten about you. At this point, you can see people on top of this wall, faces and heads looking, but they're never going to be able to spot you. You're in a white uniform against sheets of ice.
I'm a moving snowdrift.
Pretty much. You maybe you find yourself on a main street with a cobblestone path, it's. Let's see. Oh, we do have a Daniel, which is perfect timing.
Yeah.
It is
Thanks.
no. You're good, man. I actually told you you didn't have to be here.
Okay.
But since you're here, you are working your way down around these buildings. You don't know how much time has passed. Minutes? Hours? But something draws you towards the other end of this building. You're just trying to get as far away from these buildings, from the wall as possible while remaining in building cover. And you're hearing the sounds of, well, what kind of sounds would Aki and Samir be making, Daniel, as they're fighting off hordes of these husks? It's probably late into your guys' third watch. It's basically morning at this point. You guys have been fighting. it's 20 here, 20 there, 30 here, 30 over there. It doesn't stop. They're not hard to deal with necessarily. It's just they never stop.
Yeah, there'd be obviously the axe cleaving through them and like hitting the ground, so there'd be metal on stone. That poor stone. Um, and then chanting, because spell casting,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, it'd be metal and chanting, and probably like wind blowing stronger than it feels like.
As well as the shrieks and moans of these husks. Um, maybe, yeah, you're hearing this sound just around the corner. Maybe you poke your head out and you see, yeah, these two figures carving into. Huh. Those. You've seen these kinds of people from time to time, but you always thought they died. You always
Oh
saw,
no.
these people coming in almost sickly and pale in these containment, in these cells, and after a while they shrivel, they start to look like these things, and then they die. But these are very much alive and moving. And there are these two figures almost wading through them, cutting them to pieces in front of this, well, the entrance of this nondescript kind of building, old in stone and empty.
One of them has a big axe. I wonder if he could slice through the chain on these things.
He might be
Open up
able
my
to.
arms a bit. I sort of stick my head around the corner. It's like, you guys need some help?
He is in full rage. He's probably turned his head and just blown like a cone of cold over everything. Are you just like muttering it, or are you shouting it?
No, I'm shouting it.
Yeah, Samir would probably answer. Like, please do what you can. But I guess in Samir's case, he is a large creature right now.
Oh, when did he get the ability to do that?
I'm trying to see what size he becomes. No, he's medium. Sorry, he's medium. He's just got like an overlay of divinity,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd be flailing around a battle scarf made out of stars. Yeah, cause righteous might. I
Perfect.
want I want to show it off. Yeah, yeah. He'd be like, please do what you can, but more hurried. I'm too tired to do.
So I stick my arms around the corner. Can you do something about these first?
What are they? Just chains?
Manacles.
She is wearing these pair of silvered manacles, yeah.
How far away are you, or is she?
Oh, she's like 30 feet.
And I
This is alt narrative, by the way.
Yeah, I was just trying to see. Yeah, he'd probably like call her over, and he's not gonna trust a key with trying to cut through those chains right now. A key hasn't even noticed there's someone talking. And then yeah, while he's in that form, he'll bring down the battle scarf and try to slice through it. Yeah.
All right. Maybe there's this moment of resistance, and then it slices through these manacles. And so, yeah, you are now. The chain is broken. The manacles themselves are still on your wrists, but they're no longer binding you together.
That's all I need. And I reach into my backpack where the bag holding is, and it's like, where are they? Where are they? Ah, they're there.
Perfect. And what do you draw? What do you draw out?
Her actual hand wraps.
Oh, those are probably important. Yeah. You're putting those on. Maybe some of the husks have noticed you and started making their way towards you. The thing about these guys is they're not like the shambling zombie types. These things are runners. And
World
so
War Z.
maybe you're putting these on, have to, dodge a couple of, flailing arms and snapping bites. And
Yeah.
you get the wraps on, and yeah, what does it look? How do the three of you look going to work on the rest of these husks?
I mean, there's the swabs of frozen husks like behind us. Cause
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah,
At this point, I would assume Samir's probably gone through all his battle spells, so he's just in his spiritual righteous might form. A
right.
key is not even paying attention to the other two. Like maybe a husk gets a little bit too close to Samir and he just turns and throws another husk at it, but beyond that, he is just cleaving through them left and right, using his breath attack whenever he can.
Beautiful. So the three of you working together, and yeah, what does Sarsa's fighting style look like?
Um, she's taking on the stance of a dragon and just like her roundhouse kick, any type of kick she's doing is just smashing them.
Awesome. And so the three of you guys disassemble more or less the rest of these husks. They're lying frozen in place, frostbitten, and just decaying on the floor in pieces. But before much longer, yeah, the rest of the husks are done. And, well, Aki, Samir, you are looking at Sarsa. Oh, you were you here for the description?
No, not really. I was here right when she jumped through a window.
Oh, okay. So a fairly tall lady of ashen skin. You said charcoal black eyes.
Charcoal black eyes, and then that white ash color is the hair.
Oh, yes, yes, that's right.
Wait, does she look like the people that here? Or is
No,
it
she does
okay?
not. No. They may be pale, but they are all silver-haired, blue-eyed,
Okay,
like a key.
right.
Let's say she looks like varying shades of a shadow.
Now, that being said, Sarsa, now as you're kind of looking, Aki does look reminiscent of the people here in Deep Blue.
Uh,
Well,
just
right
take a
now,
step
since
back.
he's probably still raging, he's more covered in silver scales,
Oh, true.
and he probably had his wings out at that point. So why not get around easier?
Fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, as things kind of come to a close, what is the plan now? The three of you?
Uh, yeah.
Anybody have time to remove the rest of this stuff?
Hakeem's like looking at you. Rage is still there. He's trying to determine who you are because you just suddenly appeared, according to him. But Samir's next to you. Uh, Samir's like, we can give it a shot. Aki, it's okay. Calm down. She helped us. And then yeah, that's when the scales will start fading from his face. The wings just, I guess, dissipate. And he returns to, yes, now he looks like one of the people that live here. He's cooler.
Yeah, she sort of takes a step back. It's like,
Don't worry, he's fine. He gets like that when he gets angry.
the form angry part wasn't. It's what he looks like now.
What
He's
do you mean?
okay though. Well, just say where I got out of. They all look like him.
Oh, no, he's not from here. We thought it was rather odd too. I've known him my whole life.
Well, if you can vouch for him, okay.
He will nod at that. Key's just like, definitely heavy breathing. Even for him, this has been exhausting.
I was gonna say maybe taking a look at the rest of your guys' handiwork. There's a field of these husks, hundreds, hundreds of these things, and they've been coming all night. It seems like now that morning has started, you don't hear the chattering or the hissing that announces that there are more lurking around. Maybe they left, or this is what's left, or something.
There was a jailbreak. All my people are dead. Yeah. Samir probably like, I believe that's all of them for now. I think 2 of us need to rest at least a little bit.
Could
Yeah, we're
always
enjoying
go
this
back to the.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he will start walking towards the temple, gesturing for you to follow.
Yeah, she'll follow.
And he'll probably start asking at this point, just be like, what are you doing way out here in this
You
deep blue?
notice she is barefoot.
I mean, to be fair, Key's not wearing much either, so
I mean,
that's
it
actually
wouldn't bother a
kind of
key,
normal.
but Samir
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, a little bit, but he's kind of
How
used to it.
how are your feet feeling, Sarsa?
Um, to her, it's like walking just on cold concrete or like a cold stone.
Yeah. And that sounds about right.
There's
Yeah,
probably a fire inside
not
the
much
temple.
heat emanates where she sort of somewhat remembers where she was born.
Right. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna make. I'm just putting you guys here so we kind of recognize who's not here. Um, but there's no Jasper either. I promise, or Leto. And I have you guys at home base technically because you guys are like a
Yes.
2-minute walk from home base.
Yeah, and there's a fire going on inside.
Yeah. And now I will take Sarsa and put her in Brian's thing here in Deep Blue, or here in the Adventuring Companions part.
Yay!
But yeah, you step in and you see, well, Samira, Key, did any of them get in here? You think?
Probably originally, like right at the entrance, there's a couple that have been cut down.
Yeah.
But Samir probably just ordered a key. He was like, let's go outside. Don't ruin
Gotcha.
the temple.
Right. That being said, you can see that this place is still in quite a bit of disrepair. There's kind of this blood. It's dried and congealed at this point, and dried. Sorry, I said congealed and dried, not dried and congealed. It's two different things. But over this, well, it looks like a well full of clear water.
I thought it was silver. Oh wait, no.
It was a basin full of
Yeah.
clear water.
What I've done to that? I don't think I have. I can do anything to it.
And a fire, huh?
Yeah. Fire would probably be more towards the dais in the back, the altar,
Right.
where it's just covered in journals and books. That's where he's just been keeping track of everything. And yeah, knowing that water, he'll probably first thing he'll do is like, oh, and don't drink that water or touch it. It's cursed.
Where would you like your fire?
Just like somewhere around here.
Cursed, you say?
Yes, it's not good water. I'll tell you that much. For a temple, it'll turn you into metal, gold, or some sort of gold.
Cyrus, did you see my character's background?
I'm about to. Something important I should know?
A little bit.
Okay, let's see here. In your... Okay. Oh, I should probably... 2 seconds. We're going to pop that out. Sorry, ladies and gents. Okay. Let's see. So I get to decide this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know this. You mentioned it, and then I think I forgot.
Yeah.
Are you saying you have an idea?
Just thinking when they mentioned that the well was cursed,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of would get a tingle.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So it's not... I was going to say, maybe you do feel, magic a little bit differently. This pool, it's not cursed like yourself. They may consider it cursed because of what it does, but in terms of, this, if you'd like to make me an occult roll, maybe we can take a look.
Which roll?
Actually, hold on. Where's my DM screen? Yeah, just for now, occult.
$33.
I'm just grabbing my sheet here. It is... Okay. You would... This feeling you get is similar to... Oh gosh. Two more seconds, ladies and gents. Let's see. Actually, maybe you would consider this kind of a curse. This feeling you get from it, it's almost like pins and needles, especially when you go near it. Like you're touching something that's statically charged.
Okay.
This is very, very, very reminiscent of the magics you would feel in containment, specifically the transmutation magics that a lot of the other subjects would have.
Oh, she takes a wide berth.
And we will... Yeah, all right, I have ideas of that thing. Yes. Okay. So, that being the case, you guys have decided to rest for a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Key is beat and Samir is more beat.
Huh. Now, that being the case, let us turn over to the Silver Spire. Oh, that makes me sad.
I didn't do it.
No.
Do it.
No, I accidentally clicked a bookmark instead of the tab at the top because I'm dumb. And
I've done that so many times.
this is why James needs to stream Cosmos because I'm bad at this, like really bad at this.
As long as you didn't show everybody your secret stash of newts, it's fine.
No, no, you put those on bookmarks?
Oh no,
Just checking.
No, hold on.
you might have.
Yeah.
You might.
Not my plan.
I'll be back in a second.
Alrighty. So, with that being... Alrighty. Yep, we are moved here. So, we have just had that conflict between Silren and Amar. Let's have that recap.
Oh yeah.
So we just had... So, first things first, Silren fired 2 arrows at Samir. No, not Samir, Amar. One plowed into the dirt, and the other one was caught, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the first one was deflected as the other two. Or no, wait, the first one hit. That's right. Barely. It like scraped him, and the second one was deflected, and the third one slammed into the ground. Because it was 3.
Oh,
You
that's
did all
right.
3 attacks. And the third one just slammed into the ground.
Gotcha. And then Amar retaliated, charging.
Yup, swiftly. And yeah, they went at it. So like Amar got up to him as Silvern drew his sword, because I'll give him that. And was pretty much easily swiping shit aside. Silvern was putting up his own thing, his own fight, almost holding the same stance as Silvern or Amar. Being able to parry some of Amar's attacks, but obvious guys, fighters win in fights all the time.
One-on-one fights, it doesn't surprise me.
Yep. So yeah, after a little bit, Amar finally gets him cut a few times, and then just kicks him right in the stomach, sending him to the floor.
And
I seem to remember this fight being ended by what?
Yes.
Alma?
yeah.
Alma.
And Alma cuts in. Oh,
That's
Samir, what are you doing here?
I was like, that's not Amar.
Are you
Alma
sure?
stepped in, pulling us apart, told us to behave, say good things to each other, along those lines.
Made them shake hands.
Yeah, which Amar reached out as if he was shaking hand, and then Silvern grabbed his sword from his side and just slapped it in Amar's hand and stomped off into one of the rooms.
Right. And so that happened, and there's a long pause for a moment. And, oh gosh, because everybody's here, it seems. I'm just going to put out the relevant folks. Vroklana is there. And, yeah, also, Corin, right? No, Eliadris.
No.
Eliadris.
Yeah, Eliandra's there, and so is Stranger.
That's right. Oh, yeah, giant man is giant. There we go. Tiny
I
guy's
was like,
big now.
when did Julius Caesar get here? And I was like, oh wait, stranger. I'm still waking up.
Oh, no, stop.
It's actually probably Mark Anthony.
Yeah. I just saw stone statue with a toga. First thought, Caesar.
And Anduin is also here. So, yeah, in like the 10 seconds you've been here, Anduin, we've already had a fight. Maybe
Perfect.
I was gonna say maybe that bodes well. But yeah. So you guys have. There's that long pause for a moment, and then Alma. So, oh, actually, two other important people are here. Twinkle Toes and Slink. And they're just kind of like looking at each other and back at you guys and
We recognize two of these people.
well, are we in the wrong place? No, no, not at all. And Alma says, please, you have answered the call. You have answered my call. Which means that you have decided you are interested in helping us here at the have you called yourselves something looking at the groups below?
I don't think we did.
The
Well, especially
Silver
since
Spire.
two of us just showed up, so they wouldn't know the answer, aka me and Stranger. But Anduin, oh wait, no, Anduin just showed up. Shit, I think Eliadris might be the only one that's been here long enough to know, yeah, totally know we've been calling it Silver Spire this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely the name you can use. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Silver Spire. This is sort of a meeting place for all of us that are going to be working towards saving the world, apparently.
Maybe Slink kind of looks saving the world and then gets ribbed in the gets elbowed in the ribs by Twinkle Toes. That sounds great. Just lovely. There were people that we were actually kind of expecting to see. Amar, by the way, good to see you. Eliadris, good to see you. We don't recognize the rest of you.
Yes, there's a lot of new blood. Some of the older people that you know are out on mission.
Oh, I see. Well,
And from
By
what
the
I
way,
hear, we have refound the lady, but then she was kidnapped.
Lady Alice.
Yeah, Lady Alice.
they both kind of like. Did you say Alice?
Yes, according to some of the others that you know from before, like I can't remember who was there. Was Pulvari there?
Yes.
No. Urves and Pulvari. No, Pulvari wasn't there. She was in Deep Blue at the time.
Mm.
It was Urves.
Oh, that's right. Maybe Slink kind of steps forward. You mean, she's not
She's
dead?
alive.
But then you said she was recaptured?
Yes, she was kidnapped by Hell Knights.
Hell Knights? Just what the hell have we walked her? Alright, back up. You mean. So, first things first, he jerks his thumb towards the portal behind him. Can someone tell me what that thing is and how I knew to open it?
Eliadris points to all the other portals, the ones that are closed and open. Yes, those apparently are supposed to lead to different places. He points out the ones to Brunton and Deep Blue and tells them about those.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you knew to open it because of Alma. She's basically calling of people associated with the problem and finding a solution. And the problem is her sister, a nearly godlike being named Idra.
Wait. Wait. Did you say a god? You said nearly godlike, but I think you meant a god.
I don't know. I don't think there's actually a worship to her that isn't simply a cult.
Oh, great. Cults. Fuck. It looks
Oh,
bad. Go ahead.
and Bob, there's a problem with Bob. He is mostly not on our side. He works for her, at least most of the time, at least most of him. That's a whole other story that I really don't understand. It is
Huh.
quite easy for me to explain, says Stranger. What I have been told, there are many worlds, and each one has copies of all of us. Now, this is probably really strange to them, since it's basically a talking statue with
Right.
toga on and circuitry tattoos.
He kind of steps in. Ah,
And
yes.
Deidre, has, and Deidre has reached across all of them to collect the bobs to work for her.
Of course. May I ask why you're dressed like a. He's about to say,
A woman.
Roman, but Romans, they
An ancient.
right. Why are you dressed like one of the ancients again? And those are actually, where can I get tattoos like that?
You would have to be born an android like myself. And
A
it
what?
is because that is another story. I believe I am confusing the issue. Could someone explain the Bob situation who is better acquainted with? He looks at the address. These two individuals. All right. Well, let's see.
I believe
I
there's
don't know much about him except for he is something called an android, and it's like being a dwarf or an elf or a human. Uh, Apparently, they either live a long time or sit around a long time not being alive and then become alive again. It's odd. But
he's
yes, there are many Bobs, and they all work for Deidre, except maybe a few that, for some reason, are able to resist her. We've run into one of the good ones. One that set up our little trip to Basilica was a bad one.
he's nodding sagely, but he's still you can see the glaze of confusion over his eyes. And Alma kind of steps in and I think Corin put it like this. There believe it there once was a dwarf named Bob. How does the rest go? Damn it. There once was a dwarf named Bob. No, I've lost it.
I can't remember.
Was anybody from the boat here?
I
The
don't
boat people
See,
know
here's the
that
thing.
one.
I don't remember. That's why Alma doesn't remember.
Oh, once was a dwarf, what named Bob, who hired us all for a job.
That's the second verse.
He lied about facts, stuck a knife in our backs, and we're off to go punch him in the gob.
Yeah. She would probably relay that, and he kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "Yeah, poetry doesn't really. You know what? That's fine. Um, who do I have the Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to here? Stranger, what is your name?
That is correct.
I'm sorry.
I am 57, Rang 3R, but you may call me Stranger.
It's a strange name.
I see.
What?
And maybe at this point he's like, sure, yeah, and kind of like turning away, and the next person he'll see is Anduin. Ah, you look like a strong fellow. What's your name?
Uh, y'all are confusing, but yeah, I'm Anduin, kind of doing a little showmanship, like, yeah, I'm awesome, and I got my axe.
Well, you're not lacking in confidence, that's for sure.
For
And
you, I'm all
and probably steps forward, and that's when he realizes, oh, there's a little kobold. He has a hand on his hammer, and then, okay, actually, no. If it's somebody here, they're not a problem. And I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Your name?
She motions like 1 second as she had a big bite of something from that stash of meat in her mouth.
Maybe we'll say you had like a tomahawk and you bit it all, bone and all.
Yeah, there you go.
or a femur.
Hey, femur, there's a lot of good meat there.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Clama.
oh, he's looking at the the big piece of meat you have in your hand. Raklana. I see. Well, I guess turning back.
She's eyeing him up.
He kind of looks not like stringy, but he's got a lot of heft there, but he seems old.
There need to be some tenderizing and marinating done.
Yes. Yeah. I can't believe we're saying that, but
Yes, we are saying that.
He probably turns. All right. Well, for those of you who are new, I guess you can call me Twinkle Toes. And I am Slink. You can call me that at least. And so you guys are trying to actually he kind of looks it's not surprising about the Bob part, but we didn't know he was working for anyone. Yeah, they kind of run Bastion right now, he says, jerking his thumb towards the portal. Run being a lenient term we're going to use for that.
Wait, he said Bob runs Bastion?
That's what they're implying.
There's still a Bob in Bastion.
Well, they don't all go by Bob, but they're all red-bearded dwarf freaks, that's for sure. They all look the fucking same. That being said, most of Bastion is now a burning hellhole. A hellhole? No. It looks like a bomb went off in the city and leveled the whole place. Place is practically a crater.
Pulls that collar.
And Meg and his people have gone to Brunton. He points at the Brunton portal.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
He said, and Mr. Big and his people have gone to Brunton, and points out the Brunton portal.
Wait, Mr. Clean is alive?
Yes, Mr. Clean is alive, and actually somewhat on our side. because he's also fighting the Hell Knights.
Did you? He
We
crosses.
I didn't make a deal with him. I think I'll have to put that over on Corin and whoever was with him. Urives.
Wait. You're telling me the people that screwed us over and destroyed our warehouse, that killed one of our people, are now the people we're working with?
Apparently we are.
Not something I would choose to do.
Alright. For a moment there, he made motions like to unsheath his hammer and was stepping towards the Brunton exit, but pauses. So we're killing him, right? We're gonna work with him, do whatever we're supposed to be doing, and then we're killing him.
I believe that's what Corin wanted to do, so I guess so.
You know, for once, I'm not against that type of betrayal. I grew a little attached to some of you.
This is all well and good. But actually, I have a question for someone. She says, pointing towards the deep blue exit. I am attached to this place in ways even I don't fully understand. I'm getting tremors from that gate, she says, pointing towards the deep blue. I'm wondering if there's not conflict on the other side? If there is, perhaps it would be good to send a relief guard? It's been happening for a while.
That would probably be best. We should all head in there, see if everything is okay. Everyone in the Silver Spire, literally everyone, get out there. No, kidding. But we should see if anyone out there needs assistance.
Oh, in addition, there was a very confused-looking man that came in earlier. He said that he had business, that he was working for the rest of you. She says with a raised eyebrow. I told him he could go claim a spot in the barracks.
Was I there for that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, we sent that man here.
Oh, well in that case.
But do keep an eye on him.
It's probably about this point where he does step out. Yeah. This is a human, grizzled. He's got that look in his eye that tells you he's definitely no stranger to mercenary work. Much the same way as he was last time, calm and composed. Has stepped out. All right, I've set my things down. What happens next?
Good question.
Oh, Amor, do you still have that chest with you?
Oh yeah, right. He probably got set down once we came through because all that went down, which is why that first arrow hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably over by the portal.
Okay.
Which he might be like, speaking of which, when he's thinking of mercenaries, he'll go and pick it up.
Gotcha. He's kind of... So, what happens next? You've
Trying
You-
to think what we can do with him.
you've asked me to come here and work. We haven't discussed payment yet. I'm sure that'll come later.
Yeah, I didn't
Well,
ask him.
Currently, we were just discussing potentially sending people through the deep blue portal to relieve whoever's standing guard out there. Guard duty sucks, but I'll do it. Not like I have
Easy
much of a
pay.
choice. Easy pay.
Which actually, yeah, Amar would probably be like, it is easier pay than fighting adventurers who can nearly kill you, or who nearly killed you.
I guess. I suppose if we're going to be working together, I should introduce myself. Name's Amonkhet.
Ooh, I like you. Pleasure. I'm Amar.
Amar. Interesting. Kind of looking around, and I'm sure I'll get to know the rest of your names in due time. That being said, you're sending me through there alone to relieve how many people of guard duty?
Well, I can attend with you. It's best I'd not stay around in this area. At least for now.
He shrugs. Yeah, alright. And he heads towards the deep blue portal.
No one
Eh.
else? Alright.
Amar close behind, I guess.
Yeah. I thought like more people were gonna go. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I imagine
Yeah.
this will...
I'm kind of distracted at the moment. I'm like, oh, I got these 2 new weapons. I wonder what they do.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to be doing that as well.
Probably
Let's
set
see.
the chest down by who did we come with? Oh shit.
You could put it down by anybody here, potentially.
He'll put it down by the well. Like, you might need to figure out something to do with this to Alma.
What is it?
Well, a depository. It's a depository.
Did you just say suppository?
No, he said depository as in
Oh, okay.
I was about to say,
swore
I'm
I
like,
heard
you're...
suppository.
What are you asking?
Yeah, me too.
All
Is it
right.
supposed to clean something out?
Oh, God. Anyways, so you've put it down, and a depository for...
I suppose our treasury.
She kind of... Oh, a treasury? Well, I guess you can leave it there, and I can keep an eye on it. Or, if you wanted to, you could put it in the armory with all of the other valuables. Suppose you need someone to watch it, but that's not too hard, right?
Oh, I believe with you here and the others, I'm not too worried about that.
All right.
So yeah, I guess he'll put it in the armory first, and then he shall aid.
We are going to cut over real fast to Deep Blue. So, Amar, you haven't been to the Deep Blue Temple before, have you?
Nope, he's about to regret it.
Yeah. So, Amonkhet doesn't say anything as you guys step through. He's just kind of like, you
Job's
guys
a
get into a
job.
lot of weird shit, don't you?
I've only recently fell back in with them, but yes, it's been weird.
Oh, really? What were you doing before?
The last time they were planning to rob a basilica.
And that's when you got out?
Temporarily, I had an old student needed help.
And how'd that go?
Well, It seems that several of my former students have found themselves in precarious situations involving guards and prisons. I'm getting tired of having to
So
not bring them
stranger,
out, to vouch for them and get them out.
so stranger shows up
Ah,
not far behind you.
haha,
If
greetings again.
if this involves Idra, I want to find out more about it. I need more information. So I will help you.
You guys work your way up this spiral staircase and come to, well, yeah, Aki and Samir both looking exhausted, and a figure you guys don't recognize.
She's probably changed out of
Oh
the
well.
experimental garb and into her regular clothes.
Gotcha. What do those look like?
They look like typical monk wraps, like vestments and that,
Mhm.
but they're
Gotcha.
more to a gray color with a little splash of red here and there.
Nice. Alrighty. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
you see Aki Samir, this unfamiliar character. Oh, you guys look like shit. Aki Samir, this unfamiliar character, has just kind of like, yeah, you guys look like shit.
uh, hmm. I'm trying to think of a key. Probably just be like, "You are." And Samir's like, "Aki, calm down. We just got done fighting a very long night, and
I thought I was coming over here for guard duty.
it
I
was
don't
guard duty."
I don't think stranger knows any of those three.
Yeah.
No.
Well, none of them know each other. Aki and
Yeah.
Samir were after Amar's.
Yeah.
So like, you came from the Silver Spire, correct?
Yes, we did.
We were sent as a relief group, he says, air quotes.
Ah, well, for now it seems it's over, but I don't know how the following nights are going to be. So a relief group for right now would be much welcome.
It's like, it's probably warmer there than it is in here. By the way, Sarsa, all of this is gibberish.
We have fire going. Cold is not really an issue with us, though.
He kind of looks at Amar. So, does that mean I can go back? If they've decided they're sticking around here?
They said a relief would be nice.
Well, I mean, then, he's kind of like,
If it would be nice to have a couple more hands on deck here. That if a
Has
repeat of
been-
that night happens.
you can always
What
stand.
has been going on?
What?
Yeah.
What
There
has
is-
been going on?
There's a living statue with glowing tattoos looking at you, saying, "What has been going on?" Looking for
Well,
all
where
the
do you go?
world like an ancient, someone from an ancient lost civilization.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like I've never seen one such as you. Greetings, I'm Amar.
I am 57 Rang 3R, but you may call me Stranger. And I get that a lot.
I can tell. It is good to meet you. What's wrong with him? Leaning over, looking at stranger. A smack on the shoulder. Be nice.
And
I
who's your
assure you there is nothing wrong.
See,
All
he is
right.
fine. Sorry.
You two look dressed for this climate. says Amonkhet, turning to Sarsa. You don't.
A key does not look dressed for this climate.
He can tell.
This doesn't bother me.
It's nice.
I didn't get your name.
Sarsa.
Amonkhet. Alright, well, I guess he kind of shrugs. If you're leaving, you stand relieved, I guess. If not...
Still have work to do here for right now. But I would definitely appreciate the assistance. Isn't that right, Key? I got it on my own.
Sarsa, how much is Sarsa, like, understanding of this?
Probably absolutely 0%.
Does she not speak common?
No,
Oh
but
no,
like
she can speak common, but it's understanding what you guys are talking about.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
the
okay,
subject
okay.
matter. Like Alma, what? Silver Spire? Huh? Guard duty? Yeah. What are you? Yeah, it's like, what are you guarding?
Yeah. She's been in an experiment lab for a couple of years. Just like, yeah, okay, whatever you guys are talking about.
Sure. I am going to say this is the opportunity for anybody, if they want to return to the Silver Spire, as an opportunity to do so. Because we will be...
Amar will go ahead and return because I want to keep playing him. I don't want to leave him in guard duty. I was like, it's like, wait, I just sent Amar to do guard duty. No, he will be like,
This is kind of an opportunity if Sarsa wants to get introduced to the group at the Silver Spire, and then she can come back and do whatever she needs to do here.
She's gonna hang out here for a bit.
Okay. Easy enough. Let's see. And Stranger?
Gonna stay. What does he say? I need a bit more information about this room to begin with.
Okay, you can easily do that.
He starts walking around the room and looking at stuff, and since this is the beginning of the deep blue area, he's going to pursue a lead.
Yeah, careful of the statues.
Spend 1 minute examining the details of one potential clue. Oh, that's right. Pursue a lead. Okay. Alrighty. Is it alright if I get back to you on what you're finding?
Not a problem.
Okay. So, with that, we will get back to Silver Spire. So, those two have kind of gone through. Twinkle Toes and Slink have looked at each other like, okay, I know we're here to help, but, is there a place we can get some food around here? Yes. Oh my god. We've been eating nothing but what feels like dirt for the last 3... How long has it been? A month?
Food?
2 months? 3?
Where's food?
I'm sure someone can make you something there in the kitchen.
Yeah, Amar will come back through because he wants to go back to Deep Blue.
Yep.
And he'll be like, yes, food would be wonderful.
You can always
2 fights in a row is not a good night.
Yeah, you can always put yourself out if you like.
You removed him.
At this point, this is the morning of December 5th.
It's almost Christmas now.
Yeah, right. But yeah, the morning of the 5th. Trying to think here. Yeah. So, you guys... Well, what is everybody going to be doing here? We've got some people going to get food. What is...
I-
what have we got Eliadris doing?
oh,
Eleandrus probably want to go get food too. He hasn't really had that much to eat either.
yeah, we
Okay.
had some fights.
Yeah, we were busy kicking around a pixie.
Anduin is going to get food as well.
Food fight. No.
And Vroklana. What is Vroklana's plan here? Brian, if you're here, we can't hear you. Brian?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Gary's here.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
say,
it's borked.
yep.
Yeah, my computer's scuffed right now, so I can't really do too much.
You're good. But that being the case, yeah. Brian, what is Vroklana gonna do?
Everybody's gone off to do their own thing.
They are all going to go get food.
She has a bag of holding worth of food.
Yeah,
Show
a lot
off.
of dry aged meats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to follow them to the kitchen?
No, she's just gonna come here, sit on the edge of the fountain, and just pull another chunk of meat out of her bag and start eating.
Maybe, yeah. Alma is kind of leaning, leaning on the edge next to you, kind of like she's in a pool. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I must say, you are the first kobold I met. Do all of them have such strange appetites as yours?
I wandered the desert a lot, so I learned to eat just about anything.
Generally, Actually, it's been so long, I can't remember what food tastes like.
She reaches in her hand, looks for something that looks like a chicken wing or that.
Is this cooked or raw?
No, cooked.
Okay. Alma kind of looks at it, and you put it in her hand and it kind of floats there like it's being suspended in a liquid. I guess it can't hurt to try, right? And, she just puts the whole thing in her mouth. She's never had a chicken wing before.
Oh.
And so she sits there with kind of this perplexed look on her face. Right. Anyways, yeah, after a moment, she kind of and reaches into her mouth and pulls out just the bones of the chicken wing and puts them on the ledge. And, well, that was slightly disappointing. I didn't taste anything.
Oh,
I was getting ready to ask if that was like Moloch trying to learn how to eat again.
Oh God, that scene. I love it.
Oh, by the way, Gary, it's spelled differently. If you'll go
Oh,
to if you'll go to the Adventuring Companion, no, the home base page, you'll see Amonkhet spells it with an A instead of an O, which totally makes it different, right?
Yeah.
all right, but I can't go to the page right now,
Fair enough.
which is part of the issue.
Fair. So yeah, just so maybe we'll have Vroklana there and Alma chatting about food. Now, Kirik,
Yes.
So you've been working this pipe, it seems like all night, and into the hours of the morning to try and get this pipe up to the conservatory, or what you're planning on being the conservatory.
Mhm.
You get it up there, and you're working your way up the little shaft of the dumbwaiter into that room, and you work the pipe up there, you bend it, and you see this room for the first time, and this isn't what you had in mind. Did you see this room first? Like before, while Fagara was working on it?
Uh, Probably saw it when the floor was getting torn up
Right.
because
Well,
someone was like, "Oh my God, he's tearing up the floor."
this room is a lot bigger than it was the last time you saw it. Also, the floor's no longer completely dirt. Um, you've almost you feel like you've wandered into a completely different area. The ceiling here is now a curved dome. This room is now circular in its entirety, and it's this glass dome that's letting in misty moonlight. You can't
Ooh,
even see the rest of this of the castle. It's just, kind of this room suspended in space with this, the twinkling stars and the misty moonlight. And, it's got these, this beautiful brick, not like, some of the cobblestone you have seen, but like brick pathways that are all shades of, some of it's gray, but you also find it in hues of silver, green, and blue. There are these stone flower beds that go on forever, filled with all sorts of flowers in full bloom: crocus, lilac. It's this cacophony of color. It's almost a little overwhelming to look at. And at the center of this room is a tree. Now, while the rest of these plants look normal, this tree is, well, made of silver, with leaves that are gold.
oh
This is very seriously not the room you stepped into just a
yeah.
couple, 6 or 7 hours ago. Either Fagara did a lot of work when he was in Deep Blue somehow, or something changed this
Lena
room.
showed up.
Lena showed up, that's right. I'm also a bricklayer, and a gardener, and a stonemason.
Yeah, halflings do everything.
Right. But yeah, this is, you know, this. It's more less of a conservatory, more of like a full on, a domed garden. The air in here is fresh and sweet. It's almost eerily beautiful. There are paths that will take you through, these beds. Some of them are, ground level. Some of them are raised. You know, it seems like they're almost in some sort. There's in some sort of order here. You're seeing most of the, okay, these are the flowers that you look at. These are the flowers that you use in some sort of, that you use in your herbs. These
Yeah.
things are vegetables. These are poisonous. That kind of thing.
He's a witch, and he has the crafting and potion making. So yeah, he's recognizing this shit.
And maybe you have the eye. You've seen this kind of stuff long enough. It At first it looks like just a random mess of different things, but now you're looking closer. There is patterns here. It's a fractal. And maybe if you had the right perspective, it'd be a mural.
Guess who can get the right perspective? Not him. Ha ha. He
Right?
probably can. I forget if he has any kind of flying stuff. But yeah, he's just like pretty much what you said. This was not how he left it. He's done a lot of work in the last couple hours. Looking
Wait.
back at his pipeline, this be enough?
Yeah, that pipeline is now a fountain.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
you first feel it because, you look back and then you realize, oh, that's water on my feet. Yeah, this shaft has turned into kind of an open, spilling, small little waterfall that is, filling this bubbling pool only, maybe a quarter of an inch deep. But, you're standing in this shallow pool.
Looks down. Show off. Someone just took all his hard work and turned it into a pool. He's like,
Oh, the pipe is still there. It's just
yeah,
been changed into, yeah.
yep. He's just like, okay.
And you see this trickling water is, goes out almost in like an irrigation style like pattern, and it starts to, seep into the flower beds.
All right. Well, just like, my work is done.
My work is done. Sleep or food, Kirik?
What? Oh, I was probably hungry after all this. Let's go meet the crew.
Let's see. Nope, I don't have a picture for the garden because I wasn't happy with anything I saw. And I don't have a picture of the kitchen either. Sorry. Because getting one big enough is a challenge. Because this is a big ass kitchen. But yeah, we see you guys enter the, first thing apparent to our new people is there's a lady in this room. She's on fire.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Amar's seen enough that he knows it's not like burning.
No,
Probably
you could
hasn't
tell.
seen a
Oh,
full
she's
elemental like her, but
right.
Do we need to put her out?
Oh God, please no, please no.
yeah.
That happened once, and I almost died. She's, she puts an arm around another person I don't think Anduin's met, but we'll just, for the sake of brevity, it's Stella. This person here had to, she actually looks, I don't remember anything. How did you save me? I just made sure you weren't wet anymore, and then you caught back on fire? Oh, okay. Fair enough. She restarted the flame in my heart.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Yes, exactly like that. But let's see, who else is here? Actually, Val is doing her best attempt at cooking. Amar, have you met adult? Yeah, you did meet adult Val.
Yeah.
Val is attempting her best at cooking. I say attempting.
Aww.
She's actually trying to make. Right now, she's trying to make like an au gratin, potato au gratin. But yeah, she's having trouble peeling the potatoes.
Here, let me help you, Val.
I can do it. I just and maybe that's the time where she cuts herself again.
I'll peel the potatoes. You handle the rest. In his mind, like boiling water, something safe, please.
Yeah, she starts to boil. Well, so with the au gratin, you take the potatoes raw, you actually put them into a dish and you just bake it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you bake them until soft with like it's a cheese sauce. So maybe
yeah,
she'll
he's
work on the
like-
cheese sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just zoom, zoom, zoom.
Right.
Easy fine movements is his specialty.
Amar,
Yes.
I missed you. But you're a show
Yeah.
off.
I missed you too. I mean, she gave him a heart attack when he saw her. Like, oh God, how much time has passed? Am I that senile?
Right. Oh, we've got. I should probably, looking at Figara, I should probably get more food on the table, shouldn't I? And she has. She set out this in the kitchen for whatever reason, because she didn't want to use the mess hall, I guess. She does have kind of like a one of those, like an island in the middle of this room, set up with some stools, and she does have food out on the table. Most of it is things like bread that's been there a little while, fruit. She's starting to get some warm stuff on the table. There's another charcuterie tray because, that's a kind of meat that can sit at room temperature without spoiling for a little while. And so it's been out.
I smell meat.
Go right ahead, it's on the table.
She's not even in there.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Proclana, I smell meat. And then, you just hear a voice on the shoulder with nobody there. It's on the table. Go ahead. And maybe Alma looks too. I feel like we need to get Val some training.
Training in what?
Oh, that's Alma. In the other room.
Oh, okay.
Proclana is headed towards the kitchen, and Alma's like, I guess I'll just sit here.
I mean, should we scoop her up into a bowl and carry her with us?
You haven't tried that yet.
You think you might
I'll pick a
needs to be
random-
big bowl?
What's that, Anduin?
Pick a random chair and sit in it.
All right.
Where
Where's your what?
my food? Ooh, bread.
Yep. There is some puska sitting on the table, a jug of it. Anybody here know what puska is?
Pesca? No.
Nope.
So, the Romans would have called it sour wine, but it's essentially a small amount of vinegar mixed into water. It's, I mean, it's, it doesn't, it's not like drinking straight vinegar, but it's something that's supposed to help slake your thirst, or however you say that. Slake, whatever.
Sate?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Sate.
Well, you sate your hunger.
Yeah. Oh, right, Sate. Yeah, okay.
But, it's something that, especially Fagara, probably you're familiar with. You're like, I'd rather have like a whiskey or a mead, but Posca's okay, I guess. They also, generally that stuff has other spices and things like, oh gosh, like dill. It's not coriander. It's another kind of spice that is soaked in the wine, giving it a different taste, not a vinegar taste. So there you go. But there, in addition to that, there are maybe a bottle of wine and a bottle of, say it's like a brandy or something like that, something a little harder. But other than that, it's pretty simple. Most of the stuff isn't exactly the freshest because, well, this is what you guys carried with you. Matter of fact, there's hardtack there too, and jerky. Quite a bit of it. This stuff is basically what Val took from Wings and Things when you guys left. So, she says, working on that, maybe Amar's got the potatoes done, put those, in the pot, and set it to, it's It's not baking necessarily, but it's in this pot. It's sitting, in the fire. So, have we decided what we're going to do to get food in here? Or who's even in charge of that? Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to clean up around here, but it's a big, big place for one person. I know you want Lena, but Lena's not here right now.
Actually, probably Keurig walks in by now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
yeah, Kirik has just gotten in. He's probably gone back down the dumbwaiter shaft.
Yeah, he comes out the dumbwaiter for everyone's, like, there's suddenly a garden in the, garden room, but it wasn't there before.
Well, I know Fagara was working on one.
Even he might not be able to do all that looking up.
Well, it only taken him a little while to get the rocks taken care of, she says, jerking a thumb towards the pile of rocks in the kitchen.
No, I mean fully grown garden, trees, plants, including a tree made out of silver.
Kirik, you did this to me once. I'm not getting fooled a second time.
He'll just put his hand on her forehead and share pass.
Oh.
So you just
how
show
does
her.
that work?
Or join pass. It's thematically it allows people to use recall knowledge and aid each other with recall knowledge checks. Essentially, you're sharing past moments. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that was pursue lead. It's literally just a cantrip. It just brings you into mental communion. You can share thoughts and experiences, but not words. So you just share the experience of coming out and seeing that entire garden.
Gotcha. So, a moment and goes, oh.
Yes. Oh.
That's a big tree.
Very big. Not something anyone could really do in a few hours.
Well, it also looked like metal.
Silver.
Pretty sure that doesn't grow.
Exactly.
She's kind of like, okay. So
Yeah.
that still doesn't, maybe there are some other people around the table as well, some of James's characters. Gary, if you want to talk, you might have a character or two around here.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is that Bricks? Oh my god, where'd he come from?
Yeah. Whoa, Bricks.
It could be. I don't know.
She just appears. Hey guys.
That wasn't quite Bricks.
No, not quite.
That was closer to Igor.
Yeah.
Fair.
That was a whole lot closer.
Is Igor here? Yeah, Igor is here, isn't he?
Is he?
It's either him or Torzek, and I don't remember who's here.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
group
it's
came back?
Xander, Margaret, and Torzek are here.
Okay. So none of the faux Boston accents are here.
No.
What's going on?
Well, right now we're kind of eating. Did you want some?
Yes, please. I passed out from it.
Well,
I swear,
yeah.
you get as old as me sometimes, and then you sit down and you just, it's a real problem. I swear.
Right. She doesn't seem like to understand it all. It's one of those young and invincible things.
Yeah, Kirik's like, this is delicious. Absolutely fabulous.
And see, she's like, Kirik, I haven't even finished making what I was making yet.
He's smelling it. He's got his nose over it.
Well, I was going to make potato soup, but then I realized I shouldn't even bother. So I decided to make au gratin instead.
He'll like reach to his pouch, like, here, add a little bit of this spice. Trust me.
Yeah, she go ahead and adds it. Yeah, she adds it almost like a salt on top because you aren't supposed to stir the au gratin before it's done.
Yep. Because he has seasoned, and yay, I'm going to use it in helping prepare.
Perfect. So, yeah, maybe you're just like, yeah, this needs salt here.
Oh, God. That probably was it.
It's one of those, oh, you don't know. And maybe to that matter, you're like, and here's black pepper, too. Just crush the corns, and yeah, that'll help, I promise. But she's like, see, this is why I need people around.
We all do. Especially people, who suddenly went from being a little girl to a teenager, but.
Well, and that's where, she probably is thinking for a second and says quietly just to you, I almost disintegrated Stella.
I just love that nothing surprises Kirik. He's just like, wow. Almost being the key word there, dear. She looks fine to me.
She's looking a little... She is looking a little flaky.
Yeah, he'll be like, you should always trust in your power, even if it seems to be not to your liking. I believe you'll never harm anyone fully, willingly, even unwillingly.
I wish I shared your sentiment.
He just like squints at her for a moment, like, trust me, you'll be fine.
I also wish I shared his cinnamon.
That's what she just added onto the, it was cinnamon.
Perfect.
Sentiment.
Cinnamon.
Shut up and eat your charcuterie.
Yeah, eat it.
So, let's see here. Die Uhr bitte? 2. But, I was gonna say, anything exciting anybody want to do during dinner? If not, it passes uneventfully. What is... Go ahead.
Yeah, uneventful. No barbarian running to the bathroom and shit like that.
I mean, do we have drinks? Because if we don't have drinks, Xander will make drinks.
There are a couple of, bottles here, but not much. Like Val had said, we need to figure out who's going to be going to get food supplies, because if we're all here, we have to have something to eat. We should also figure out who's going to be the chef, and probably who's going to be maintaining the facilities, because it's a big facility, and Stella is tired of using her powers to burn away dust.
Well, I know someone that can clean.
I know you do, but they're not here yet.
Xander can make drinks. As far as the rest of it goes, he'll probably leave that to someone else.
I know he's good at doing supply runs and finding good deals. He looks at Twinkle Toes.
Good luck. Like I said, everything in Bastion was burned to a crisp. That includes our contacts.
Yes, but Brunton, the people don't know you there, and therefore you won't be attacked by going into the wrong areas. You can make deals with people, and Well,
except for one person. I'm sorry. Let me specify. One group. The street cleaners will know me as soon as they see me because they've seen most of them have seen my face. In addition to that, well, they don't like me, and I don't like them. And I wouldn't trust myself to not try and kill them if I saw them.
Oh, well, if you can't trust yourself, I guess we'll have to find someone else to do supply runs.
I can go and take a look. The problem is, if you're wanting to get good deals on things, at least initially, there's got to be a payout. I don't have any money. Everything we left that was worth of anything is now currently sitting in a crater in Bastion. By the way, shit. Kind of looking at Slink. We didn't, did we? Didn't. Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, we should probably, try and find a way to fix that. See, here's the thing. This gate was under a whole bunch of rubble, but it's still open for anyone to get. Either we need to find a way to seal it, or ideally, we post guards.
Yes, guards might be good. We have plenty of people right now who aren't guarding things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we.
Where did you come from, actually?
Oh, me? Bastion.
Yep.
At least.
There's a portal in Bastion that leads here?
Well, yes and no. Do you, who's asking this again? I forget.
Eliadris.
Okay. He would say, yeah, remember that altar piece in the basilica?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Problem is, when everything got nuked... Go ahead.
The basilica got burnt down and demolished?
More than burnt down. Like I said, it's like a bomb went off in the city. Everything is leveled. We're fortunate that the whole place isn't underwater right now.
Well, the basilica is gone. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but so is Castle Greymore, so is the royal family, so are all of the nobility, so is our shop, so is our warehouse with all of our valuables, so is pretty much everyone we knew in town.
I think as they were listing that and they got, right before they said warehouse, Kirik was literally on the verge of saying, I see no problem here. Then they said warehouse and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, I'll keep quiet.
Right? Where all of our shit is. And,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, and there are roving bands of, well, now that you've told us what they are, Bobs, happen to be roving around picking off any survivors.
So we need strong protectors for that portal.
That or somebody who knows how to hide it. We might need to go back there later for something, but for right now, at the very least, we want to hide it, don't we? This gate is under a whole bunch of rubble. Took us a little while to get it moved, but now that we're here, there is a fairly clear shot straight up to the surface if you know what to look for. You know, we never did look for that horde. Yeah, because it was probably, either A, pounded into the dirt, or B, vaporized. That's a good point.
What is this horde?
Well, shit. At least the way you guys described it before you left, there was a blue dragon. was sitting on a hoard for the basilica.
Oh yeah.
You guys
Right. I
let
forgot
it
about
go for some reason.
that. Forgot all about the dragon. I miss him.
Pretty
Like,
much because they went into hiding as soon as you guys left, or as soon as you guys arrived in Brunton, because dragons ask questions.
yeah. Okay. Hmm. Well, if it's buried, then it's buried. Forgot Kirik's not really materialistic like that. I think I don't. I need to make a materialistic character, one that really cares about money.
So, why don't you guys tell us what really is your plan?
Unfortunately, I have no idea what the plan is. Right now, we're just gathering people and putting out fires, so to speak.
Putting out fires.
One of which is trying to get Lady Alice back.
Yes.
So,
will.
speaking of putting out fires, the you hear, I think someone might need to come out here.
Kirik will go. So we'll. Anyway, I think Amar was he there yet? Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
Margaret will move up too.
Well, you guys stepping through the kitchen, and, well, stepping out, someone who looks like they've just stepped through the Brunton portal is Nevena. And everyone else from the Wings and Things. They all look singed. Nevena, particularly, looks like, well, everyone looks like they've had things fall on them. They're covered in soot. They have, yeah, they, some of them have nasty burn marks, cuts all over them. Nevena, in particular, is helping, is actually being helped along.
There's just like a, please tell me you did not blow up the city.
Is that a look, or do you say that?
He says that because, or not you, but please tell me the city did not just blow up.
She's.
Dun.
I.
Another one bites the dust.
And she throws a handful of what appear to be cards, scattering them across the floor. They are all the same, and I will get you. Player notes. No. Yes, this one. All right. And does everybody see that now?
Yep.
It's popped up on your screen.
Yep.
It is this, card with, it shows a nobleman holding a crown. It's marked as a J.
Doesn't Anduin have one of those? He pulls that card out of his pocket.
It is the same, yes.
I got one of those cards.
You what? Nevena looks at you. Did you just say... What? When?
I don't remember how I got it. I
It was-
found it.
Where did you find it?
I almost want to venture it was on a table. No, it hit me on the head.
Yeah, I was like,
It fell out of the sky and hit me on the head.
Where?
We were in the bar that the glass blew up and stuff, and
Are you saying that you took the early... Are you saying that you took the warning card?
if that's what this is, it's just a cool card with the little dude holding crap. I don't know. I put it in my pocket.
Nevena sinks to her knees. That card was supposed to warn us that he was coming tonight. And you took it and didn't say anything.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue what it was. It was just a cool little card.
I lost family because of this.
uh-oh.
My bad.
Don't say it like that.
Margaret?
Bro. Margaret's good.
Well,
They got Ledge.
where are they?
They left after they destroyed Wings and Things. Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just wondering who's about to get eaten.
It was Maggot. This is his card, his symbol. They got Ledge. They got Jesse. Which, for everyone... So, Ledge was the Grimspawn who ran the front.
Yeah.
He was working on his dissertation. Jesse is one of the Earth, Wind, and Fire group.
Oh, no,
Jesse is the
Je-
Earth one, right?
The Earth Elemental, yes.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Stella's supporting Stacy right now.
And they even got Casriel.
That's a
Didn't we just
bartender?
get her back?
That's the Belize, yeah.
No manners. None whatsoever. All right. Yeah.
What are we going to do about him? He's the reason they're dead.
Not sure yet.
You're just gonna stand there and look at him?
Well, I would
Have you
say
gone
that
mad, woman?
he did not know what the calling card was. All he knew is he found a card that fell during
That
combat.
doesn't matter. He took it and didn't say anything.
Play your fight. Play your fight.
Margaret, if you're not gonna do something about this, I am. She looks
want your
in
card back?
She,
Well,
did
now you're dead.
Hold up. What? I couldn't hear.
so
You want your card back?
Jesus. Anduin's
the
gonna have a short
card's
life.
not gonna fix this. Cards don't bring back family.
One
Margaret,
step
as
away
far
from
as I'm concerned, you owe us.
Yep.
I'm not one for begging. But can we stay here?
Yes.
more mouths to feed. Val, we're going to need a bigger kitchen. Or not
Oh.
bigger kitchen, more stocks.
And with that, Nevena, tears in her eyes, kind of shakes her head. She lets the card, Anduin, that you offer her fall to the floor. And she's directing her folks to, well, actually, where do you tell them to go? Most of them are hurt.
Do we
Everyone
have?
is hurt.
Do we have? Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have a like a med area?
Not a purpose-built one yet.
I mean, the barracks can serve as one as an emergency.
I was gonna say
It's
they
got
can go to my room, or do I have a room?
Barracks.
Yeah, barracks.
So I was gonna say, the barracks have like the common area barracks, but they've also got private, rooms as well.
All right. Then I'm gonna send them specifically to my room in that area.
Okay.
How many people are there?
Oh, there's more than is gonna fit in one room.
That's how I was like,
There's gonna be some overspill.
I was thinking barracks because that's pretty much can serve as a.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them.
All right.
And I think for a shorter session, I think it'd be nice to end it here. What do you guys think?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think this is a good stopping point. Anduin, you've already gotten yourself in trouble. Not really. Not really you either. You're like, it's a card. Okay. But
Yeah, I had no clue, but that'll be fun.
Hey,
well, I'll have to think of something. Don't worry.
Hey,
I will do my best to be merciful.
Accidents happen. Life happens.
Accidents do happen. I agree. But
Nevena can't see that because she's, got dead people.
Yeah, I know. But hey, dude.
I can erase them from her mind.
That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of.
When Gary says something's fucked up, that's really fucked up.
Yeah. How about? Because it is, as matriarch, it is my job to appease people, right? However, don't worry, Scott. I'm not gonna kill you. Or do your best to make sure that I am not put in a position where that's my job. Anyway.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get some sign-offs here. We'll go left to right. So, starting with Brian.
Brian might still be getting food.
Oh, yep, he might. All right, let's start with Daniel then.
What up, Sassman Maxi 69? I played a multitude of characters today. Some of them fought each other. Some of them got surprised by a giant garden. Oh, perfect. And then some of them fought a bunch of husks and met a new person, Sarsa. But beyond that, you can catch me tomorrow in Tales from the Fire Strike. Oh, oof.
Tales from the Fire Strike.
In the Fire Strike as Oliver Byrne, the bear was just a bear. Or Plu, if we'll go back to that. I like Plu. And then beyond that, on Wednesdays you can catch me in Hinch to Minch as Shadowhound, the Dusk Puppy, the assassinator of superpowered individuals, but just got his ass kicked by magic, so a little sour about that. And then beyond that is every other Saturday in the Bitter Ends, for as Eot, the wild child, and I just remembered I forgot something. I'm not used to it yet. The wild child, who his mommy and daddy are being mean and not really. Now things are going they're going better. They're going good, except the drunk uncle, tried to give him a trash can, gross, to eat. What a terrible uncle that was. And then he took his rag away, his alcohol rag or chemical rag. What a mean uncle. And then also beyond that, because we haven't started yet and I'd forgotten, is the Numenera game. What's it named, Brian?
That's what it's just called right now. I haven't come up with an exact name.
Hi, Numenera. As I can't remember my character's name, but exists in 2 places at once is his title. And yeah, that should be everything.
Alrighty, then we will circle on back to Brian. Yeah, so Brian, while you were gone, we had a nice conversation at the dinner table, and then Nevena and the rest of the people of the Wings and Things group came out. Apparently, a warning had been left by well, the purveyor of this maggot. Um, a real nasty customer who had essentially at the end of the fight last time had left a warning sign. It was just a playing card, and yeah, that got picked up by somebody, not naming names, who didn't know what it was for. And so Nevena and the group had no warning when the Wings and Things place, which, by the way, she mentioned it was fire resistant, burned down. And she lost some people in that, and now they're here because they have nowhere else to go. And yeah, where people aren't happy at Anduin right now. But that's pretty much what happened.
Okay.
And yeah, but with that, we are. Oops. We are getting some sign-offs. It's a shorter session today.
Sweet sugar. So I guess you want me to sign off then?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm Brian. Tonight I played Sarsa, my new character. Basically, it's a fetching, and she's a monk with a little extra special stuff added to it, which we'll get into more as the character develops. Also, Vraklana, my happy little kobold that just it's even more happy now that she has this big, huge bag of holding of meat. So she's not eyeing up the party at the moment to see if they're edible. But yeah, so it should be interesting. I will be back in tomorrow in the Fire Strike with Shaba Young, who, well, we'll just leave it at that. Gotta talk to Jesta for a bit first. And Tuesdays, I am running the Numenera game. It will not be this Tuesday. It is next Tuesday. I need to get a few things finished up, but and actually come up with a name for it. Yeah, I gotta figure that out too. Be nice to actually have a name and episode names. But anyway, that is bringing me back around to Sunday. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Let's go on to Computer King.
I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming, and I was playing 57 Rang 3R, otherwise known as Stranger, android, who, since they're very rare, no one's seen, and he always gets, "Oh, I've never seen anything like you." And he's also an investigator. So he's probably seen everything. He just doesn't remember it yet totally because he just was born yesterday, kind of literally. Uh, I was also playing Eliadris Night Eye, the elven monk who, well, he's friends with the new people who came in, who are old people. And he barely knows the new people who are new people. But he was able to sort of explain what's going on in a very confusing way. What you didn't see was I also play Corin Nightblade, who's in Deep Blue, being a wizard who walks like a fighter. Okay, and on Tuesday, starting not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday, I'm also in the Numenera game. I am Torlock, the wait, what's the word? He's a glaive, who rides the lightning. Yep. And now on Wednesdays, I run from Hench to Mensch, where, yes, young supervillains are becoming either career supervillains with great power, or, well, one of them decided to go legit after a building blew up, and another one seems to be going slightly insane.
She's fine.
She's fine. We'll see how that goes. And for now, that's it. So, yeah, that's it. No, nothing else. No more.
No más? Okay. Well, let's go to Jester King. He's in the chat. He's in Roll20, but no. Fagara or Scott, whoever wants to talk.
There's too many personalities to pick one personality, so we'll stick with the original creation of 40 years ago, and we'll go with Scott. Yeah. Apparently I pissed off a lot of people. Hey, that's normal. Don't worry, he'll survive. He'll be alright. We'll see. I don't know. But, that's Anduin. He got in trouble. It happens. It's not the first time he got in trouble. But also play for Gara, and he's gonna be happy when he gets back and sees the beautiful little garden thing. He'd be like, I'm gonna sleep in here all day. Let's see. Okay, so other games. Tomorrow with Firestrike, I'm Xander, and Xander is patiently waiting for his chance to get in the library so he can do his research, get the passcode, use the little device thing to turn the world back to the way it should be or make it the way he wants to. Whatever he feels like. And then on Tuesday, I am in that Numenera thingy too. And don't try to make me remember my character's name because I don't remember. I just remembered it's unarmored and he punches things. He's a glaive as well. I just don't remember the name. Okay, then Wednesday. Apparently, in Hinchdimension, Knight has to be a counselor. He's not very good at that. But she's fine. Yeah. Okay, then we'll see how that goes, I guess. Okay, every other Thursday we got the Fast Cars Clear Gems, where I play Mikey. And you know what? Mikey's just riding along as everybody implodes on each other. That's okay. Y'all have fun. I'm doing things in the background behind everybody's back and pissing everybody off, apparently. Maybe. They don't know I'm doing it, though. It's okay. Okay, and then on Friday we got Ballad and Menagerie, or play Chess, who's the captain of the menagerie, and she is like making trade negotiation paths available in different places. Every other Saturday, which I think is this Saturday? Yes, because we didn't do it yesterday. So the next coming up Saturday, we got Bitter Ends, which is the apocalypse world, a water world thing, where I play Daddy Castiel, where he's being mean to the little child thing by not letting him go home, and then he's convincing the weird uncle to stop drinking and doing dumb things. Yeah, that's not going well. Yeah. And then, that's everything. Because then we're back to Sunday. Yay!
Alrighty. And my name is Cyrus Smith, and today, well, let's do a short recap of what we've managed to do in, 2 hours. It says 2 hours and 33 minutes, but we were rolling for initiative for the first 20 of that. So in 2 hours and 10 minutes, we introduced a new character. Excuse me. Got them introduced to the party. Introduced more new characters to each other. We had dinner. We found out that the place that the place that they were just at was burned down, and the owner of that place now blames a person of the party. Yeah, I'd say that's a bit of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
To be fair, we're used to being blamed for things, and it's usually our fault.
I, I'm not gonna say it was anybody's fault.
When things burn down, it's usually one of our fault.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it was an innocuous enough question when I asked Anduin last week. Do you show that card to anyone? But you know, I love consequences. Anyways, yeah, you can. Let's see. So let's see. Well, I guess first things first. Yes, you. Have you ever wanted to set sail among the stars or chase evil across the cosmos? Have you ever thought that you'd like to play in a game here on Paradise Theater? Well, look no further because Paradise Theater is currently accepting applications for new players to join the channel. Just reach out to us either through our Twitter page at Paradise at Pair Theater, yes, or through email. The email is paradisetheater@gmail.com. Excuse me. And let's see. Through email, and we will get you set up with a test game. Show us you got what it takes to be a member of the crew, and you'll be committing acts of supervillainy in no time. So, what are you waiting for? Apply today. Whew. Let's see. Any other announcements? Oh, you can tune in early Friday or late Friday. Yeah, we can tune in Friday for a super secret project. It's a little known thing called Lancer. And that system, we will be playing some giant fucking robots. And yeah, you can come see that Friday 6:30ish. Anyways, with that being said, let's get out of here on an RIP Wings and Things.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Late Wings and
My
Things.
man.
Nervous system, my ass.